Hey everybody, welcome back to Mediocre Whiskey Review. I'm Jill, your host. We're opening a new bottle. Stick around. All right, folks. So, I picked up a store pick. It's a store pick. I've had it for a couple weeks, and I'm finally going to open it. It is Old Soul. I didn't know anything about this. I found it at Crown Liquors in Carmel, I think. And I picked it up because I've had another one of their store picks and I thought it was really good. So, pause for pork pie. That was nice. While I'm pouring and telling you about it, go like, subscribe, comment, do all the things and the stuff. And then we're going to get right into this. So, I feel like I have seen some people talk about Old Soul, but I've never looked into it much. I didn't know anything about it. So let's learn about it together. Okie dokie. So what this is a straight bourbon whiskey. It is cask strength, picked from Crown Liquors, and it is 122.97 proof. And the mash bill on it is 75 corn, 21 rye, and 4 malted barley. This is from Cathead Distillery in Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi. The bottle does say distilled in Indiana, aged and bottled by Cathead Distillery. Now, that is all the information that I looked up. I didn't look any further. So obviously I guess I say obviously, but pretty sure it's MGP juice, which is fine. Don't care. I did see that while I was on their website, Jackson, Mississippi, or Mississippi in general, was the last state to repeal prohibition. So kind of cool information, I suppose. But we're going to get right into this. And I've been sitting on it, like I said, and I've been wanting to open it, and I thought, no, I'm going to wait. Well, and I had to open my the Elijah Craig first because it's Elijah Craig. Right off the bat, that burned my nose. That was a lot of ethanol coming out of there. The color is very pretty on it. If you can see that, it's very, very nice color. It seems to be coating the glass well. You can tell, but look at that. So it looks great in the glass. That's a little better. It's getting some air in it now. Side note, while this is kind of opening up a little bit, I am sure that I'm late to the party on this, but I just discovered an app to like put my bottles in and keep track of what I have and whatnot. And never looked before. I take that back. I had an app and I don't remember what it was, but it was garbage, so I deleted it. And then I saw on Facebook some people talking about OnlyDrams. And so I went and looked and I downloaded it. And so far I like it a lot. So the other app that I had that I can't remember, you had to type in the bottles, the names of the bottles that you had, and it would search, and maybe it would find it, maybe it wouldn't. With this one, you scan the barcode on the bottle and it pulls it up. So I thought that was kind of cool. Now, there's not, from what I've seen so far, there's not a lot of options inside the app. Like, you can label it as opened, unopened, or empty. And it pretty much tells you the price on it, the MSRP, I assume, whether it's rare, common, or a unicorn. And that's really all that I've looked into it. There's a button on there that says pick my drink or what am I drinking, so I assume it kind of just roulettes through your collection and picks one out for you, which is kind of cool. I currently only have 9 of my bottles in there because that's all I have here at the camper. So we're definitely going to have to be getting to home and getting the rest of those bottles in. But if you have that app, let me know what you think about it, how it works. Like I said, I haven't looked into it too awful much, but I was pretty excited that you can scan the barcodes. And I think that's because it's way easier than trying to type it in and then pick through this list of, stuff. So I'm still pulling like tons of ethanol out of this. But like behind it, I'm getting some vanilla, a little bit of toffee. Some leather. So let's jump in and see how it tastes. Cheers. Okay, so it's not as proof forward on the palate as it was on the nose. I got a hint of the toffee, and then there was it tasted almost malty, which there's only 4% malted barley in it. There was a slight little funky flavor in there, but we're gonna go sip 2. Now I do notice that instead of it just kind of running down the glass, and I don't know if you can see this, it's just kind of beating up, I guess, almost like it almost looks watery on the edge of the glass. It didn't feel that way. The mouthfeel was pretty decent on it. So, there's that. Sip 2. Okay, that time we got a lot more vanilla. The toffee was stronger. There's like a black pepper mid palate. And then as that pepper is going away, it's going straight back to the sweetness, the vanilla and the toffee. And there's a fruit. We're going to take sip 3 before I try to discern what that fruit is. And you know what? I'm going to take a sip of water real quick. I did warm my palate up a little bit earlier with some 1792 full proof, which is 125 proof. But I haven't had that for, I don't know, probably an hour or so since before I started this. I don't typically, and I don't know, maybe I'm insane. If I go higher proof, I don't typically start going backwards, right? Like I usually start lower proof and then work my way up. Because I feel like if I go higher proof and then I go lower, it tastes very, like, I guess it doesn't taste much at all. Maybe I'm crazy. The nose is still pulling tons of ethanol. So it's slightly off-putting. But the palate doesn't match the nose. So let's go sip 3. I think that funky note that I got first sip, I think it's bread. So therefore yeast, I guess we'll call it. But it's a very sweet, it's very sweet bread, like with the vanilla and the toffee, and then that bread note, the black pepper, and then it goes back to that sweetness. It's actually got a very nice balance to it, and I'm not upset other than the nose. The nose is tripping me out. It's freaking me out, man. I don't like that, like, really strong ethanol on the nose, but I just opened it. I did just open it, so maybe it'll dissipate. It'll get a little a little better as it's open. That nose right there was way better. All right, I got to do one more sip, okay? The mouthfeel is very pleasant. It's not super thick, but it is pretty oily, and the toffee is really coming forward on the palate. Black pepper's still there, but it's not overpowering, and then it turns back into that sweetness. And overall, I think this tastes phenomenal. Even the nose, the last time before the last sip was much better than it was the first few times. So that's a bonus. Now, I'll probably let it sit open for a little while and maybe compare it to something else, maybe do a blind with it and something else. This is the only Old Soul product that I've ever had. I assume also the only thing I've ever had from a Mississippi distillery. So, overall, not bad, not a lose. Would I buy this bottle again? Sure, I would. This one would have to be almost gone or empty. And then right place, right time. I wouldn't go out of my way to hunt it, but this one was really, it's very good. And I'm hoping after being open for, a week or so that it will open up even more. But otherwise, that was real good. I'm not mad about the purchase, and I'm beyond excited about the app that I found. So if you use the app, let me know. Let me know what you think about it. And if there's any tips or tricks that you have for me, then cool, I'll take them. Otherwise, that's all I got today. I hope you guys have had an incredible week. And I hope if you have plans for the weekend, I hope they are fabulous plans. And that's all I have today. So you guys go do something nice for somebody and be nice to each other. And I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.